There are some 1,400 native species of orchids in Costa Rica, and while they are more diverse in highland habitats, they are found in nearly every ecosystem. Like all terrestrial plants, they need to get pollinated. Orchids have evolved some of the most complex and elaborate strategies to get pollinated. Some, like this species, use flies as its pollinator, but many rely on orchid bees, a tribe of some 200 bee species found in Central and South America. The pollination activities of these metallic green, gold, or blue bees was studied by Charles Darwin some 200 years ago. They eat pollen and nectar from plants and sap. Now it gets really interesting when you see that the males have uniquely modified legs, which are used to collect and store volatile chemical compounds like esters that they get from orchids. A few drops of clove oil will attract bees immediately. People use clove oil for toothaches. Orchid bee males use it to get laid. Ant gardens at the base of this Coryanthes orchid provide protection. The ants drink nectar from nectaries on the flower buds and drive off any animals that are snooping around. Buds take only 45 minutes to fully open. Bees start coming around even before the flowers open. Upon opening, these two faucets on each flower begin to produce a viscous liquid that drops into the bucket below, filling it about 1/4 full. The male orchid bees begin arriving because this Coryanthes produces a pheromone inside that dome that sits above the bucket of strange liquid. The male orchid bees go crazy for this pheromone and go inside the dome to wipe it up. The bees use these fragrant chemicals in complex mating rituals. Males who have more fragrance are considered to be genetically superior by the females. Now what happens is that the bee is walking along the dome or around the lip of the bucket and falls into the liquid. Its wings are now wet and it cannot fly out. Other species of bees and beetles fall in too. The orchid bee struggles to get out. Aha! There is a secret passage and a way out. It just has to crawl through the tight space to its freedom. That's easier said than done. This can take hours. In the struggle to escape, the bee knocks off a covering of the pollinia, which is now ready to be stuck to the back of the bee as it works its way out. There it is, the moment when the pollinia gets attached and the bee gets its freedom. After drying its wings, it will head off to another flower and do it all over again. But this time, the pollinia will end up on the flower's stigma and affect pollination.